interesting topic today. This is how I make more money by smoking on shisha every week. On the right, you can see this was one of my sessions. You got a nice shisha pipe here, you got a bowl of fruit, you got PS5. And oddly, this makes me more money. And I'm gonna explain why. And it comes down to two words, and that's reward systems. Now you've probably heard of these. You thought that was a cool idea, but you probably haven't used them as a tool. And that's what I'm gonna teach you to do in this video. Yo, what the fuck is the pen? And this is how I do it. You see this? This is my whiteboard. And you can probably see how this works already. You should probably have an idea. There's 6 boxes right here. I don't know why this one's fucking tiny, but you see how this would work. This is what I do. Every single night before I go to bed, I plan the day ahead. And on my whiteboard, I write all the tasks that I want my future self to do that day. And when it's nighttime, your brain is not in pussy mode. You know, late night motivation. That's the type of mode you're in. You're in this mode where there's no excuses. You're just gonna set yourself to do bare shit. At night, you're gonna write down, do 2 workouts, 8 hours of work, meditate, fuck 5 women. That's what you're gonna write. Because at night, that's just how you think. So you're gonna write down some shit that you want your future self to do. And next to that, for each task, I want you to put a little box that you can tick off the next day. And when that day rolls around, you're not going to want to do those tasks, even though the night before you were so motivated. That's why that one time you watched some boxing documentary where the fighter's like running at 4 AM type shit. You got motivated. So for the next day, you put an alarm on at 4 AM. You tell yourself, you're going to go on a fucking 10-mile run. You're so motivated. You're so sure you're going to do it. So you go to bed, motivated. You sleep for 4 hours. And you get woken up to something absolutely horrible. The iPhone alarm. That shit still gives me PTSD. And you got 2 options. You're either going to do it or you're not. And if you're not going to do it, what are the actual consequences? There are no consequences. You're just going to live like a normal life. The life that you were living before that. There's no reason for you to run. And this is what this system prevents. The night before you go to sleep, you're going to write down a bunch of tasks that you want yourself to do. The next day, you're going to do all those tasks. And you're going to tick them all off. And when you've done every single task, you can tick one of these off. But if you didn't do every single task on that board, you can't tick it. Let's say one day you did all the tasks, right? You can tick it off. And the next day comes, you did not do all the tasks. You can't tick this one off. I'm not allowing you to, because that just fucks up your mental perception of yourself. You're cutting corners. You're breaking promises to yourself. You can't expect any success when you cut corners. This is what this is teaching you to do. So every single day in, day out, every night before bed, you're going to plan your next day. You're going to tell yourself what you're going to do that day. And at night, you're in this masculine kind of state. You feel like you can conquer the world. So you're going to set yourself some devilish shit to do. Some hard shit. And if the next day, you don't complete that, you know you're a pussy. Because your masculine brain, they thought of doing that. They knew it was possible. But your feminine little bitch brain is telling you, you can't do it. That's just because you're a pussy. So you're not going to tick that off. So you should get the rules now. I want you to see this game as like an actual video game. Once you reach 7, you get a reward. This is like, you know, in like mobile games, every day you log in and you get a new prize just for logging in. See this as that. So you get this now. So once you tick off all these days, right, all of them, you get to your reward. And now you're thinking, what is the reward going to be? The answer is whatever the fuck you want. For me personally, I like solitude, time with women, time with my boys. So I'm going to hit up the shisha lounge, either by myself, with my boys, or with a girl, or maybe multiple girls, for doing 6 days of straight work. That's my reward. So whenever I have one box on my whiteboard that I don't have ticked for that day, one task that I haven't done, I know I need to do that. Otherwise, I'm not going to allow myself to tick this off. This is simple, but so effective. This is how you get everything done. And it's just a simple reward system. I do this every week. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is my rest day, as I would call it. So this is your actionable step. Create a reward system. And this is going to be different for everybody, because people like different things, naturally. I like going to the shisha lounge. You might like fucking going to a bouncy castle or some shit. But whatever you like doing, whether it be smoking some weed, going out with your boys, going on a date, do it on that day. Treat yourself, and that's a reward system. But I want you to remember this. Don't just sit at your fucking gaff. Don't just spend the day watching YouTube. Don't just spend the day on fucking Valorant. And that's for 2 reasons. You might get addicted again, and it's just not that fucking fun. And it's just fucking sad. You spent the one day you have off on fucking Valorant. Go out with your boys, socialize, speak to some bitches. This is the only time you can do it. Don't spend it on some virgin activities. Because speaking to women, socializing, improving your social skills, that's still a part of improving. Making money is a priority, right? But when you're on 20k a month, and you still can't talk to anyone, nothing's gonna fucking change. The girl's still gonna pick the little retard over you, who can actually speak to her, who has some game. But if you spend all your life just sitting in your fucking room, working and playing video games, sure, you might be rich, but you're still a loner. You're still a little pussy. You don't know how to talk to people. And that shit gets sad. So actionable step. Create one of these. Whether you have a whiteboard, whether you have a notepad, do this every single night. And every 7th day, treat yourself. Ever since I introduced this, I have no friction to work. It's fun now. I see it like a video game. Every single day, I'm going to log in. I'm closer to my reward. Do this for enough weeks, and you're going to end up at success, naturally. A simple hack that you can implement today and see success down the line, and have more fun on the way to the journey of success. Because it's so easy to just have your head down and grind. But if you don't enjoy the journey, you're going to resent it. Well, fair enough. I find enjoyment in the grind, but sharing it with your boys, sharing it with some girls, sharing it with yourself, looking over the horizon, that's always nice. And you agree with that. But bro, either way, check all the links down below. Some real fucking gems in there. I encourage you to have a look and subscribe to get more motivation, tactics, whatever the fuck. And most importantly, I'm practically documenting my journey to success. So you might as well follow along. Why the fuck not? You're on the same journey as me. Why not follow? But yeah, man, click the links below. Watch that free video that is below the silent network. And yeah, man, I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Take action, create your reward system, and take care of yourself.